Hello to all my pilgrims out there. New thought of the day. Government assistance. Okay? Now, government assistance can mean many things. You have programs like welfare, Section 8 housing, food stamps, WIC. WIC is Women, Infant, and Children. There's all kinds of programs out there. The question is do you need it? Or do you want it? My thing is, if you want it, you probably don't need it. You may think you need it because you don't want to work. But if you want government assistance, you need to understand that want and need. And if you want it and you take it, you could very possibly be diminishing the effects of somebody that needs it. The more people that abuse the system, the less there is for those that actually need it. Unemployment. There's all kinds of programs out there, and some people really need it. They're unable to work. You know, they're in a bad situation, but it's only temporary. But then you have those people that are on welfare, food stamps, and they milk the system for everything they can get out of it. You got to have some type of like self-pride. You know, want to do better than the bare minimum. You know, same thing that comes up as minimum wage. Maybe I'll hit on that again later, but that's a whole nother topic. But to get on government assistance, you've got to be in a tough spot. You know, you should never want the government to take care of you. And you know, I don't care what side you're on, Democrat, Republican, Independent, Libertarian. I myself, I'm a Libertarian. I believe in my liberties are mine. The government is not allowed to take my liberties from me. Anyways, that's different. So you need to work for what you want. You know, it's like, I think there's a meme out there that says, you know, it's kind of funny when you see somebody holding an $800 phone, looking up the balance on their food stamps. If you got an $800 phone, why are you on food stamps? But again, I know that some people get into tough situations and they just need a little helping hand. No problem. I understand that. I agree with that. The question is when does it go from need to want? Every person is different. You need to understand, again, that if you only want it, you could possibly be hurting the chances of somebody that needs it. So when you rally against, you know, government interference, or you say that the government should interfere and do more, the question is at what cost? There's only so much money in the pot, and you can only put so much money in the pot. So for every person that abuses the system, you must understand that it's possible there's somebody that's down the road that's going to need it and is going to get denied because there's not enough. And it shouldn't be easier to stay on the system than to get on the system. It should be harder to stay on the system than to get on it, because a lot of the people that need it, it's short term. But by the time they go through all the steps to get approved, they're out of their rut again. Those are the people that need the help to just kind of push them along and help them out a little bit. before they know it, you're off the system. But you get people that finally get into the system, and then they just milk it for everything it's got. And again, you're hurting the chances of people down the road. So I believe government assistance can be good and it can be bad. It's good for people that just need a little step. It's bad for people that get that little step and then want to stay. And everybody says, well, you know, you can't really live on that. You can once you get comfortable. It's very easy. But, so the question is if you need it, you know, it should be there for you because you pay taxes and that's what it's meant for. But if you need it and you get denied because there's other people on it that don't need it, you know, that can get frustrating. It's like paying into some insurance, you know, your whole life, and then all of a sudden you get sick and you got to go to the hospital, and the hospital's like, well, I'm sorry, we can't pay for your surgery because all the money's gone. You're like, I've been paying my insurance. Where'd the money go? Well, we gave it away. So, to all the people out there that are abusing it, quit being selfish. If you're able to get out and get a job, get out and get a fucking job. Right? If you really need the assistance, use it. It's there for you. Don't not use it because you don't want to be labeled as a person on the system. If you need it, you need it. Like me, I'm a disabled vet. Right? 100% disabled. I would give that up in a heartbeat to get rid of my pain and stuff that I go through on a daily basis. No problem. But because I am, the VA has awarded me compensation. With that, I also work full-time. I'm an accountant. I had to quit doing everything that I did. But instead of just giving up, when I had to quit everything that I was capable of, everything that I knew how to do, within a couple of weeks I was back in school, training to do something that I could do. Sit at a desk. Yay, me! I hate sitting at desks. But it's all I can do. So, here I am. I went and got a degree, and now I'm an accountant. So, the difference between me just giving up and falling into the system would have been easy. A lot of people would have said I deserved it. A lot of people would have said, you know, that it was fair. But my self-pride told me no. It's not okay. It's okay to get the help, but you can still do something. And here I am, doing something. So, you know, I mean, again, it just comes down to self-pride. If you're going to allow yourself just to stay at the bottom, quit bitching. Quit bitching. Because you're complaining about being at the bottom, but you're not doing anything for yourself to get up. You know, it's like I like to tell people, what makes the ghetto ghetto? The people. Right? Nobody outside the ghetto is forcing people to let their houses go to shit, let their lawns go to shit. Nobody's forcing people on the street to shoot up each other and beat up people because they're from a different street or they wear a different color. It is the people that live there. You know, you could take the ghetto and put it in Beverly Hills, and take Beverly Hills and put it in the ghetto. Within a year, the ghetto is going to look like Beverly Hills, and Beverly Hills is going to look like the ghetto. Why? Because of the people. Rich, poor, I don't care. Take care of your own shit. You know, do what you can to upkeep yourself, your property, and if your neighbors need help, help your neighbors. I mean, that's just the way it is. Self-pride, and take pride in what you do. Take pride in what's around you. You know, and let people know, hey, this is mine. I did this. And that's what it's all about. Don't tell the government they need to take care of you. Government doesn't need to take. The second the government starts taking care of you, they own you. Before you know it, you'll be doing stupid stuff you don't want to do, just to try and keep it. So take pride in yourself, and the more you can stay off government programs, the better. But if you need it, get it, because that's what it's there for. You know, but don't abuse it. Just take what you got and run, and make the best out of it. Make it part of your life, and succeed. Only you can make the American dream. America.